Another action-packed edition of Sports Tonight has just kicked off from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. Thanks for joining in. I'm Austin Okonakpan. It's still an action-packed world of sports. What are you talking about? Football fans in Nigeria are counting down to that crucial AFCON qualifying game against the Pharaohs of Egypt. It will be played on the 25th of this month in Kaduna, and they are saying, as football fans in Nigeria, they're saying Egypt must fall. We'll get to know when that game is played. Also on the show tonight, we'll talk about action going on in the UEFA Champions League. Yeah, games are being played as we speak. I'll be giving you all the updates right here at Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. Are you aware that Maria Sharapova, she's already facing some difficult times as regards failing that dope test? Yes, the United Nations, they've come out to say Maria Sharapova is no more the ambassador. What a story it has been for Maria Sharapova after admitting that she failed the dope test. We'll also talk about Coach Sunday Oliseh. What's it about Coach Sunday Oliseh? We hear there was a lawsuit against the Nigeria Football Federation, but he's come out to say he has told his lawyers not to go on with it again. We don't know if it's temporary, but he's also talking again. He's saying what really happened at the CHAN Championship. He's talking about football in Nigeria, the Nigeria Football Federation, unpaid salaries. Coach Sunday Oliseh will speak to us also tonight on the show. Let's bring you to all of what we will be doing tonight on the program. I keep telling you, don't watch the show. Come, let us play for the love of the game. We'll go to Yaoundé, Cameroon to give you update, but that's after we get you involved on the program. Remember, our feedback mechanisms are still the same. On Twitter, we're channels_sports, and on Facebook, we're channels-sports. You can also send an email to sportstonight@channelstv.com. What are you talking about? Whatever you're talking about, use the hashtag on our Twitter handle, verified Twitter handle on Twitter. Channels_sports. Just also let you know that all our top stories can be viewed on our website. It's channelstv.com and on YouTube/channelsweb. Somebody is not in front of the TV set and he is wondering, am I going to be part of the action going on right there? Don't worry, just go to channelstv.com, download the Channels TV app for your iPad, your iPhone, your BlackBerry, your Windows phones, your iOS, and even your Android phones. You see? That's us moving right there with technology to ensure that you do not miss out of all that is going down in your action-packed world of sports. m.channelstv.com, that's where you need to go to download the app and you'll be part of the fun that we'll be having right here tonight on the program. So much to talk about. Walk with us. So much to talk about. We're going to Yaoundé in Cameroon. We told you, Team Nigeria, they traveled with so much optimism, so much confidence. We were waiting for the first medal when Ifetobo Akpoche in the 91-kilogram category, he was going against a guy from Mauritius. His name, Joseph Kennedy. Now, these are familiar foes to each other. And then Coach Tony Konyegwachi was so full of confidence that Ifetobo Akpoche can go on to win that fight against the Mauritanian. But guess what? It didn't go that way. The Mauritanian stood strong and then got the decision of the judges. It ended 3-0 in favor of Joseph Kennedy. Ifetobo Akpoche didn't like it. Coach Tony Konyegwachi didn't like it. Coach Tony said the Mauritanian was introduced as an African champion, that it shouldn't be so. That made the judges to tilt towards him. But come on, these are just excuses. It was better, and then he went on to win that bout. So no gold medal, in fact, no medals yet for Team Nigeria. Silize Ifetobo Akpoche will not be at the 2016 Rio Olympics. It wasn't just Ifetobo Akpoche. Also, Kehinde Obare, defending African champion. She loves it in Cameroon. She was going against a Moroccan. She also didn't win. She was beaten. So what a day it was for Nigeria here on the Cameroon. I can't just understand what's going on with the boxers. Could it be the lack of preparation? What's going on? Is it technicalities? That's Kehinde Obare, full of confidence going into the ring with her coaches right behind her. The Moroccan well, relatively good boxer, but of course with Kehinde Obare and the 60-kilogram women's category, sometimes you just want to go to sleep because she knows how to get it done. But that's not the case today. She failed to win against Lach Hasna of Morocco. That's the story coming out of the African Boxing Championship in Yaoundé. Cameroon, 2 losses for Team Nigeria today. Let's hope that tonight, after the fight is done, Caroline Linus can actually win something in the 49-kilogram women's category. And of course, Umar Sadiq in the 81-kilogram category. They are already fighting. Maybe we'll bring you good news before the end of the show. That's the updates coming out of the African Boxing Championship. From the African Boxing Championship, now let's come back to Nigeria and talk about table tennis. Recently, table tennis has been doing a lot of work. Big ups to the federation, and now we hear of the Under-16 National League. While I was still trying to, applaud the federation for going back to the basics, to the grassroots, to where development can be found. They are getting ready for the 2016 IWF Junior Circuit in Egypt, and the objective is to expose the younger players to world-class tournaments. That's it right there. Tennis sensation Abayomi Animashaun will lead a 4-man contingent to the circuit tagged the Egypt Open, and that's what we keep talking about. Remember, Team Nigeria playing tennis, that's lawn tennis in Pretoria, South Africa. We say it's a good one for the future. Now these guys will be going to Egypt for table tennis. We need to invest more in talent discovery and development. That's some good news. That should make you forget about all that is going on in Cameroon. Let's go to Cross River State now, where we woke up to a very, very sad news. Another hero has fallen. Former Super Eagles player John Okonenel gave up the ghost this morning. So disappointing, because he led Calabar Rovers now into the Pro Division 1, the NNL, last season. It was a fantastic midfielder in his playing days for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And sadly, today is his birthday. Today is his birthday, and he's no more. Supposed to be 47 years old. Did his beats for the team. Remember the Chile team that had Etimesi? He was a fantastic player. In fact, people say Etimesi was Maradona. No, John Okonenel was a fantastic entertainer. He was a midfielder with a difference. And then also went on to do big things for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. He'll be fondly remembered for his exploits in Akada United FC of Unical, Calabar Rovers, BBC Lions of Boko. Aqua United also played for Aqua United of Uyo. He played for the Flying Eagles and the Super Eagles. 47 years old, John would have been today, and then he couldn't just survive it anymore. Okay, so that's a sad one coming from Cross River State. Want to wish John Okonenel's family all the best. Stay strong in this period of grief, and I pray that the good Lord will grant them all the fortitude they need to bear the loss. Let me introduce our guest tonight on the show. We'll be talking a lot about football in Nigeria, and of course, all of this drama coming out of Coach Sunday Oliseh and that crucial game between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the Pharaohs of Egypt. And again, this man played football with the late John Okonenel. Sports fans, let's welcome, I call him the commander, Emeka Ezugo. Good to have you on the show, Emeka.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate being here.
And I know you have 1 or 2 words to say. We've lost John Okonenel.
It's a pity we lost John. We all remember his exploits when he was playing for the national team. I played with him particularly in '92 Senegal's Nations Cup. And the diminutive striker was quite combative actually in midfield. We'll miss him so long, I will say to him.
So we'll miss you, John Okonenel. Thank you so much for all the moments. Thank you so much for what you did for football in Nigeria, and to the family. Stay strong.